The 2022-23 Rowan University women's basketball team finished out its season with a 20-9 record, winning the New Jersey Athletic Conference and making it to the first round of the NCAA tournament. Head coach Demetrius Poles was named the conference's Coach of the Year, with 3 Profs being named to the All-Conference team. The Profs kicked off the 22-23 campaign at the Amherst College tip-off, taking on host Amherst and Springfield College. The Profs would battle 2 close contests in each game, but would fall short to start the season. Rowan would bounce back the following weekend when they traveled to Juniata College. The Profs would see 4 different scores over double digits, with Christina Johnson putting up a career and season high 16 points in the win. The Brown and Gold would finish off the road trip kicking off NJAC play against Stockton. Rowan would get out to a strong start against the Ospreys and wouldn't look back, picking up the 61-53 win. After their longest away stretch from the borough in the season, the Profs would return back to Esby Gymnasium for 3 out of their next 4 games. Rowan would take on the Seagulls from Salisbury in the home opener, with the likes of Savannah Holt, Grace Marshall, and Nicole Mallard leading the way, each in double figures. Rowan would fall on the road to TCNJ, but bounced back in dominant fashion, scoring 94 points against Penn State Berks. Nicole Mallard, Naima Middleton, Kate Herlihy, Sam Rinaldi, and Savannah Holt would each score over 10 points each. The Profs would fall at home to William Patterson before taking the next 3. Rowan would beat Rutgers Camden and Ramapo before taking down Gwynedd Mercy on the road. Rowan would fall in 3 out of their next 4 games, with a win over the Kane Cougars on January 7th, in between tough competition following matchups against NJCU and Christopher Newport. Nicole Mallard would lead the way in the win over the Cougars, tallying 20 points and 6 rebounds. Following the tough stretch for the Profs, Rowan would go on a season-high 7-game win streak over NJAC opponents, with wins against William Patterson and TCNJ, along with completing regular season sweeps over Ramapo, Rutgers Camden, and Kane. Highlighting the 7-game win streak for the Profs were the addition of 2 1,000-point scorers in Profs history, with Nicole Mallard reaching the milestone in the Profs' 83-43 win over Rutgers Camden, along with Grace Marshall 3 days later helping the Profs to a 78-76 win over Kane. Rowan would welcome in Rutgers, Newark, and Montclair State for the final 2 home games of the season. February 11th marked Rowan's celebration of National Girls and Women in Sports Day, with 15 different Profs scoring in the contest. Rowan was led by Dakota Adams and Naima Middleton in the win. Rowan honored their seniors in the regular season finale as they hosted Montclair State. Adams would continue to put up strong showings for the Profs in the contest, putting up 10 points and 9 rebounds in the Profs' 67-55 win over the Redhawks, helping the Profs to an overall 20-8 record in the regular season, earning them the number 3 seed heading into the NJAC tournament. Rowan would match up in the first round against the Ramapo Roadrunners. The contest would see both teams go neck and neck as the score was tied at 28 heading into halftime. The Profs would be down by 1 heading into the final minute of play, but a 3-point shot by Grace Marshall, along with a backdoor pass to a wide-open Dakota Adams under the basket, allowed the Profs to pick up the 69-65 win. Rowan, with the win, would move on to the second round, where they would travel to the number 2 seed, Kane. Kane would hold the 3-point lead going into the half and would expand to a 12-point lead halfway through the third quarter, but the Profs would find a way to claw back into the contest, pulling within 3 heading into the fourth quarter. Dakota Adams and Grace Marshall continued to dominate for the Brown and Gold, putting up a combined 20 out of the 26 points in the fourth quarter to punch their ticket to the championship game in a battle in Jersey City against the number 1 seed New Jersey City University Gothic Knights. The Profs would battle toe-to-toe in a physical matchup with the Gothic Knights, seeing the score stand at 21-21 after 10 minutes. Rowan would continue to battle with NJCU and proving dominant to end the first half with a 4-point lead. Rowan would continue to pour on the points in the fourth quarter, taking as high as a 15-point lead in the contest, but the Gothic Knights would cut the deficit to within 5 points with under a minute to play. Free throws from Grace Marshall and Nicole Mallard would seal the 79-70 win over the Gothic Knights and help Rowan capture its first NJAC title since the 2019-20 season, and a spot in the NCAA tournament. Rowan would head to host site Scranton University, where they would take on Rhode Island College in the first round. 3 profs would score in double figures, but the profs would unfortunately fall 67-59 to end their season. Nicole Mallard would earn all-conference second-team honors, with Danielle McCurdy and Grace Marshall joining Mallard on the conference's third team.